Well, hello. Oh my God, the music's starting again. How are we doing? And welcome to the last episode of the Last Year Pretty Smart. I know you out here in the Pretty Smart land that watch this show. You rarely see me on here, but I'm on here today because it's the last episode and I want to be with my ladies. And we have Katie, who you all saw earlier on my perspective. She's been jumping in a lot of shows. She's our wonderful thumbnail maker, digital maker, promo maker. She does all the dirty work behind the scenes and yells at me because I haven't paid her in 11 months. All right, then we are here with
hilarious.
With the beautiful and ever so sparkly Lena, who's always looking fabulous. And then Sydney, always looking fabulous. And then Katie, I already said her, and she's looking fabulous. All the ladies are always fabulous. Did you just give me a dirty wink?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll take
it. Okay.
So, one of the things we always talk about, we've talked about on every show, this being the last episode, is favorite episodes of this year. Now, Lena, I know you are new joining, but I know you watched some of the episodes before you joined, which is one of the reasons why you wanted to join.
Yes.
She was like, Keone, why can't I be on that show? I look just as good as good. No, she didn't say that.
But truth, though. But truth.
So anybody can start. What was some of your favorite? Actually, let's start with Katie. She's the one that designs the thumbnails. What's one of the thumbnails you really liked that you made, and what was one of your favorite episodes?
So I think one of my favorite episodes was back in the beginning when they were just coming on, the first one with this group of girls.
Oh, the reboot.
Yes. And everybody was like not really sure what to expect, and it was but it was fun to watch.
Yeah, that interview was funny because everybody knew we were going to meet the cast, and I'd be like, so Sydney, what's going on with you? Oh, wait, me? It's my turn? And I was like, yes, that's why I said Sydney.
That's your name. Yeah, that's you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it though? I don't know. I forget most of the time.
Maybe. Just maybe. Maybe.
What's your favorite thumbnail, Katie?
Let me look. I'm looking real quick so I can pick my favorite one.
I like.
I've done so many. I have so many. These are beautiful ladies on this show. So every single one of the thumbnails is easy to do for this show. I literally have to change the wording and pick one of their pictures. It's
oh wow, so easy.
Not a lot of work.
She usually comes up with the name, like the title of the thumbnail, and then asks for pictures. But now she just takes y'all pictures and then comes up with the title.
Yeah.
So,
interesting.
That's a good idea. Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I steal your pictures off Instagram, and
I saw.
Like, she will find your pictures.
Yeah.
What was
I Google search your name. I find the mug shots. No, I'm just kidding.
You should see my
passport
picture. I should send you my passport picture. It looks like a mugshot.
It's the license for me.
And my hair's like this in it. And I'm like,
yeah, that's my driver's license. I get it.
Yeah.
What was your favorite episode?
Me? Okay, I like the when we talked about narcissism, sorry. And I like the Zodiac one. Those were my two. I'm sorry you said one, but I picked two.
No, that's fine. What did you like about the narcissist one?
I mean, I like it because it's kind of like I grew up learning about them. I went to college learning about them. So it was fun to talk about it because it's always been an interest.
And I think one of the good things were that you ladies were, I'm going to move my chair up because y'all look bigger than me. That you were able to provide people with actually good advice towards spotting narcissism if they don't know what narcissism is. And some people, they will characterize you as narcissist because you have confidence in yourself, or because you think highly of yourself. Thinking highly of yourself not making you narcissist. I'm sure as pretty women, you've all dealt with this. Some guy wanting to talk to you, but because you don't want to talk to them, now you're bougie, you're uppity, and because I don't want to talk to you because I'm in my car and you yelling, "Hey, girl!"
Yeah, you know what?
Or I'm married.
Maybe one time
that's your fault.
I was at a game and I've never heard this one before, but when I didn't give him attention, he started yelling, "Well, you ain't no and one." What is that?
You ain't no
and you ain't no and one. You ain't no and one when I swear.
You know that's what they say when they get fouled and they score a basket. They say and one.
Yeah.
It's almost like you ain't all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah,
okay. So thank you for explaining that. I did not know.
That was one that happened recently, and I was like, "Why are you yelling?" That's just like, okay. He said something. I was like, "No, thank you, married." And you ain't no and one anyway. Oh, okay.
It's like I'm not. First of all, I'm probably going to reject you anyway. But I'm not rejecting you because of anything wrong with you. I'm married. Like, what am I?
Let's just be clear.
Yeah. Well, married has never stopped anybody from trying to get what they want.
No. Then they say, "Can we just be friends?"
Nope.
And we ain't trying to be friends.
Nope.
What you talking about, Lena? We friends?
It's different. It's different. It's different.
It's different when you hit on them and then try to be friends with them.
Right.
It's an understood friendship. Like,
we're trying to wait the time out. And we're trying to wait that time. One day, whoever she's with is gonna mess up and she's gonna need a shoulder to cry on. And I'm gonna be right there.
God.
Yeah.
All sincere. Go ahead, you can put your head right here. We can just cuddle. If that makes
I got a pillow. I'm good.
After the time is over, sometimes those relationships don't work anymore.
Right.
Right.
Why would you want to be a rebound relationship anyway?
Yeah. You're not their first choice, and you should always be their first choice.
Why would you also want to date someone who's been in a long-term relationship that's only been broke up for a month?
I mean,
they don't plan on staying long themselves.
I don't think when they're hey girling you across the parking lot that they're really considering you.
Oh no, I wasn't
relationship status.
Katie, I love that. Good point.
I'm not talking about that guy anymore. I had progressed to the guy that's the friend.
Oh, the friend.
Now he's been your friend for 2 years, and he's just been waiting his time for 2 years.
You got nothing to do. Come on, man.
I didn't know. Yep.
Well, you saying that we can be friends has allowed him to pursue the other things until the moment comes where you need his friendship more than ever.
And you brother, or you like, that's where you're going to stay. If you friend, you're always going to be friend. That's just me. I can't speak for nobody else, but that's
hey, you got to roll how you roll. My 3 best relationships, we were friends prior to it. So you never know how it happens.
This is true.
Are you friends after it?
Yes, I am friends with all of my exes, even my ex.
Do it.
And all of my exes except for 2. Well, I'm sorry. I've told the story before. I think the reason why I've been friendly with people that I've broken up with is, number one, people say this, relationships are hard. I always say the opposite. Getting in the relationship is supposed to be hard. The relationship has actually been my easiest part. I know what the hell you don't like and what bugs you. You know what the hell I don't like and what bugs me. So why are you doing it? Number one. Okay.
I don't know, but I feel like I need to call Jason out here and we need to question him.
Oh, I love it. Let's do it.
But the reason why I'm still able to be friends with most of them is because I'm one of those people, if the writing is on the wall, just break up before it gets nasty. People, I think, either one of us knows the relationship's over. If the other person comes to me and it's over for them, I'm not going to sit here and try to convince them to stay because I want them to stay. Because when they do, you're going to build up this animosity. Then you start hating each other. Then somebody cheats or does something, and now you have another bitter ex. So why go through all that?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. You've had nice, clean breakups.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna. I remember the first person that I really really loved that I had to break up. We broke up 8 months early, and the reason why I say 8 months early is like I didn't want to stay in Miami anymore, and I'm like, I'm gonna leave next August.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, you want to break up now? And I was like, you know what? That makes sense. Why just hold on? And then it starts getting closer to August. And,
Yeah.
and then we were able to be friends. That was 2007. We've been friends ever since. That doesn't happen. Matt called me last week. That doesn't happen if.
No.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Does it ever affect your new relationships?
That's why I don't talk to them.
Because I don't date crazy people.
Well, they don't have to be. Well,
They could just still want you.
You're sincere. Like my wife used to tell other married women when they used to be like, "Oh my God, she goes, I trust him. I don't have to trust them. I trust him."
I would say it doesn't make them always crazy. Sometimes the ex person is the crazy one, and
what did I just tell you? I don't date crazy people.
So I guess none of them are crazy.
I don't break. I've had two. I told you the 2 relationships that I don't talk to anymore were bad. The other 4 were good. So I talk to those, and it's not like they're everyday occurrences in my life. They pop in and out. I may not talk to one of them.
Okay.
It's just like, hey, how are you doing? Well, I don't live there anymore. But when I lived there, I remember I would be dating someone and one of my friends would be like, hey, where's such and such? I'm like, they're out with such and such. They're at the mall with your ex? I'm like, yeah.
Why not?
Okay, they're 2 good people. They want to be friends. Who cares?
Oh yeah, that's fine, but no.
I was just saying in terms of it's not always that clean cut, but you say you don't date crazy people, so that helps. But usually in these situations, it is not that clean cut. Usually when they start dating someone new, the person that they ex-dated starts acting a fool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But normally, those are the people I try to avoid. But also, it really depends on how you broke up. That plays a big role in it. I just think as adults, we treat relationships like we're still back in high school.
Ooh, that's good.
All the time.
Your ex is your ex. There's a reason why it says E and then X. I remember somebody
don't go backwards.
Somebody liked the ex of mine. It was like 2004, 2016. Like, you didn't tell me you dated such and such. Like, that's because we broke up in 2007. I don't call them my ex anymore. They have a name now. that was 8 years ago. Like,
so how long? What's the expiration date?
Right.
It's so silly. So you're not calling yourself to be miserable because I'm still friends with a good person that I'm not sleeping with or entertaining in any sexual capacity. That's on you.
That's true. Fair. That's fair.
Look at Jason walking behind me.
Hi, Jason.
He's sick, so he's not feeling life right now.
Hey, I'm voting that Katie needs to come back on more.
Yes,
they should.
I like it.
Lena, what did you think about the episode? I know you weren't in it, or anyone who was in it, Sydney, I know you were in it. Seeing the positives and the negatives, I really like that episode because we talked a lot about people. Oh, who is this? Right Freedom Girl. Hey, Right Freedom Girl. Oh, this is the show, Right Freedom Girl, while you're here. This is the show that I wanted you to be on, and then one of our Girl, glass of wine, may I please have some?
Yes,
funny.
Yeah, the love.
So there was a post that was made, and a lot of people were saying really ignorant things, and mostly the racist people were saying really ignorant things. And the post, I don't know, Right to Freedom, you can correct me or not. I know she was kind of hot at the post, and she was ranting, and I could not make out what she was saying. So I stupidly put it in the category of all the other dumb rants. And I was like, can you say a coherent sentence? And then she read the hell out of me, and I read the hell out of her back. But then at the end of the day, we were both kind of fighting the same fight. So like adults, I said, I'm sorry. She said, I'm sorry. And we giggled. And now she's a fan, and I'm a fan of hers too. So thank you, Freedom Girl.
I love that. Cheers
welcome. Yes.
So Freedom Girl, this show is called Pretty Smart. I'm usually not on it. I'm usually behind the scenes producing. We have 6 lovely, beautiful women that do this show, and it talks about everything that involves women. So it's cool. She said, "Yep, it cracked me up." So back to seeing the positives and the negatives. So I know, because especially for women, it can be hard when you're dealing with a lot of negatives from males, especially toxic males. And they try to tell you take every negative experience and find the good in it. So what do you think about trying to see positives in the negatives that come into your life?
Well, me personally, that's my philosophy. Like, try to see the positive in every situation. Just like you were talking about your exes. Mm-hmm. I don't communicate with my exes, but I do take the lessons I've learned from being with them. They were in my life for a reason, and that's just how I tend to view things. But yeah, I think taking the positives and not so much focusing on the negatives, but acknowledging them so that you can learn from them. But yeah.
Katie?
I don't know. I kind of feel like if there's if I see the negative, I tend to just not focus on the positive. I just want to walk away. If I see the red flags, I'm just like, you know what?
Oh, no, Katie. No, I get that. I'm saying, like, once that's over, and it doesn't have to be just relationship. I'm just saying you have a negative experience in any situation. Do you ever find the positive in that situation? Or are you saying that the negative, knowing yourself, the negative always outweighs the positives, so you're not able to focus on it?
So I wouldn't say that. I would just say that if I see something as a negative, a situation, a position at work, people I'm around, relationships, I try to focus less on that. So I don't, once I see the negative, I back away and I move on. And then I look for, other situations. So, I mean, you obviously can always take a positive out of a negative situation. I just tend to, when I see the negative, walk away because I
had to learn to do that, because even the 2 relationships that ended terrible for me, I still remember the times where it wasn't terrible. A lot of times when people break up, the whole relationship was just terrible, right? All 5 years were disaster. When a lot of times that's not true, right? And so it's like, okay, these are the good things that I can take from that relationship, and I know to put it into the next one. And the reason why I do that is because I wanted to do in the relationship by example, because I told every woman or anyone I ever dated, I'm not here to make up for the mistake that you picked before me.
Right.
And I don't want to be defending myself based on someone else's mistake. So everything, and I think that's what helped me in those 4 good ones, is I never reacted to them or treated them a certain way based on those 2 jackasses that I did.
That's very good of you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I wish more people did that. Like,
right.
I that a relationship's supposed to be about us, not me. So that's why in the Zoom divorce, when me and my wife are getting the divorce, we're the only 2 in there cracking jokes and laughing, and all other 40 couples are looking at us like, what's wrong with these people? Everybody on the Zoom looked miserable. And like, my wife forgot her ID. So the judge is like, you need her ID. So she's walking back to her office. And I'm like, yep, sounds like her. And she's like, be quiet.
I love that. I love that. You know what? You're teaching all of them in there something.
Exactly.
Yes. You don't got to be ugly.
You married that person for a reason. You used to love that person.
Yeah.
Everything about that person that might have went away, sometimes it's because of you. Yeah. So
take your part.
Yeah.
Truly.
We talked about the sexual. We had some heavy ones. We had relationship conundrum, and then we talked about the predators. And I want to ask how I feel about this, because every time something comes out with a celebrity or a male that has done a long list of things to women, someone always says, what are these stupid women doing? I mean, you're going to do this, and you're going to Cosby's house, and you're going to this person's house. And so that means you must have wanted it, or you wanted to. And I always say, predators know how to find prey.
Yes.
That's why they're called predators. How do y'all feel when someone says something like that?
It makes me angry.
Yeah, me too.
At that point, you're blaming the victim, but I'm gonna leave that there. Because it can get very touchy.
Yeah, nothing any woman does is invitation to that. You know what I mean? Nothing. She can be drunk. She can be wearing skimpy clothing. She can be laying naked somewhere for all I care. She did not ask you to touch her. And the minute you touch her and without her consent, you are crossing the line.
Well, she was wearing that mini skirt.
That's for her. That ain't for you.
Booty butt naked, and you still have no right to touch me.
Okay, first of all, Sydney, thanks for the image.
You're welcome.
Listen, I had a girl in Texas that liked really, really rough intercourse, and I never had intercourse with her because, first of all, okay, she was Caucasian.
You love my kid walking through the back like I'm not on live.
Listen, hey, get away from here. We're talking about sex.
She's a child. She doesn't.
Oh, well, she know.
First of all, she was like, I like it rough, and I like this, and I like that. And I said, listen, I'm a black man in Texas. I am not coming to your house and roughing you up because the moment something goes awry, and the police get there, what am I going to say when there's handprints on your neck and bruises? Like,
That's not a good look. Nope.
You need like a 50 Shades of Gay gray contract signed.
Yeah.
Right.
Something like that.
She signed the contract.
No, not in Texas. I'll show them that and they'll rip it up like it never existed. She called me the P word for that because I wouldn't come there and rough her up and do all these things. And I'm like, I'm a black man in Texas. I'm not doing that to you. You crazy?
Protected yourself. Good job.
Yeah, because what would happen if they call the cops? First of all, she's like 5'7", 120 something pounds.
Yeah, no.
Can you see me on the news and then a picture of her? You know I'm done.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm done. And the sad part is there are guys that does happen to it. That does happen to it. And that's why I hate false accusers, because every false accuser does so much damage towards people who things have really happened to.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
That goes for that goes for everything. Truly. False accusers.
Your daughter is so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Reggie. About your daughter.
Thank you.
Yeah, she look like her daddy.
She knows it.
She knows it too. I love that. She should.
One of the narratives that created this show was the narrative that women can't be friends. That was one of the narratives that brought this show together to show that women can be friends. Why do you think that narrative is still a narrative that's pushing? Before you answer that, right the says Lena took the words right out of my mouth. She needs to sign a DocuShare contract. That's for the DocuShare.
For those that want one, I got you.
For the hello sign. You better hello sign this. It's on the internet. That's right. Why is that narrative such a narrative that still gets pushed? Because a lot of people believe it.
I mean, kind of look at the shows we have today.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, I was watching Real Housewives of Potomac and I'm sitting here like, this is why. Like look at all the shows we watch. Like, and look at all the, people fighting over a man or girls fighting over this, or, it's like that. And it's.
Can you blame them though? Because if they showed a bunch of episodes where all the women just went on a trip like regular friends and had a good time,
nobody'd watch.
Nope.
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm saying. It's very programmed that women don't get along. But think about it. Most of us have a relationship with another woman, whether it's, our best friend or with 3 best friends, or, some of us have multiple.
I had nothing but sisters and one brother. So,
but we don't see that. We don't, make light of that. We make light of all the negative between women. So I think that's what it is. But I have so many great friends that I don't know.
I know it baffles you, right? You're like, I'm living proof, and I sit around and have
successful.
It's so much easier for guys, and I'll tell you something that happened at work one day. I was in the break room, a bunch of ladies were in there, and they were arguing about something. And I was like, "What's the argument today?" And the argument was, well, I introduced my friend to her.
Yeah.
And last week, I called her to see what she was doing. And her and the friend that I introduced her to were out watching football.
Why you ain't call me?
And here's the thing. I was like, so what? She's like, but that's girl code. You don't go hang out with a friend I introduced. I said, what are
Yes,
you,
You going together.
what are you in high school? First of all, I said, you hate football. Yeah, I hate it. So why would she call? She found you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that
girl
part.
that likes what she likes. I'm like, didn't y'all hang out yesterday? Yeah. So every time she hangs out with anybody, you need to be there if you introduce them. Yeah, I said, you sound like a 15-year-old.
See, no, that I don't agree with that. I
Not
think
with that part,
personally-
no.
Yeah, but even if there wasn't football and she loved football, you're allowed to go hang out with whoever you want. You know what I mean? That's some people though are very jealous of their friends. I know somebody like that, very jealous, like of friends.
Yes. So when I moved to North Carolina, I had two best friends in New Jersey. They did not know each other. The day before I moved here, I wanted to go out and have dinner and drinks. The two of them met. They became friends. And every time I would see them on social media out in New Jersey, because I was in North Carolina, I'd be like,
well, yeah, that's a different. You see, yeah, I get that. Like, I'm sad because they're out, but you're not legit going to be mad at that friend.
It's not that serious.
This was back in 2000 and I want to say 6. I had a friend, Kevin, that lived in lived in Columbia, South Carolina, and a friend named Dalvin that lived in Charlotte, and I was friends with both of them. They didn't know each other, and one of them I can't remember, and I wouldn't tell you even if it was because I want to put that out there. One of them was going through something, so I introduced them to each other. They're like, "You sure?" I was like, "You guys live 40 miles from each other. I'm in Miami. At least you have someone that you could be friends with that's close." Mm-hmm. And they've been friends ever since. It's like, why would you care if they're both good people? But I got to the bottom line. I'm like, you know what your problem is? You think when they're both hanging out, they're talking about you. Not quiet. I was
insecurity.
Like, your problem.
Let them talk. Let them talk.
Insecurity. That's what I'm saying. I think people who get jealous of that, or especially like back to relating to women who can't really have those relationships with other women, are women who are battling with insecurities and battling with that, and they can't have anybody that might be in competition with them. And that's why, it's hard to have a friendship if you see your friend exceeding and you're not, because you're jealous of them instead of cheering them on. And so I think it's certain mindset of women, and that's the women they find for these shows to show the world. It's insecure women. I'm sorry. It is because
and don't live through your friend. I've seen some female relationships and I'm looking at it and I'm like, you're friends with her, but you sound more like a fan because she's fabulous. And that's why you're friends with her. You're eventually going to get animosity because she keeps getting things that you can't get. And it always turns out happening that way. And then the friend that's, fabulous, stop having these friends where they're at your beck and call because you're fabulous. It's gonna turn on you.
That reminds me of what my mom said. She was like, make sure that you surround your people that are moving in the direction you're moving. That way you don't have those people that's like, oh, I wish I was like you, or the people that's like, you ain't doing nothing. If y'all moving in the same direction, y'all helping each other.
Right.
Build that. That's why you don't have fights. Y'all are working together. So
tell if you got a good friend. Tell them about an accomplishment or something positive that happens to you. If they something positive that happened to them, it's like, you can't even share my joy for 2 seconds. Sometimes they'll bring up something that happened to somebody else. Like, I got a promotion today. Oh, my sister got a promotion. Like, what?
Why you can't just be happy? But like, girl, yes, let's go celebrate.
I love I'm so thankful for my best friend, Sarah, man. Like, she's that friend I've tested, I haven't tested it because I didn't need to, but that when you said that hit me. I'm like, when I tell her anything, she's the one, as a friend, from a friend view, pushing me to go for it. Like, that's how you can tell if you have a good friend or not, because a good friend's gonna be like, I don't know, because they don't want you to get anywhere, or they want to keep you on your. And then they get insecure about you're on a different level than them and they want to keep you down. That's not a friend. That's somebody who is just clearly you're a friend with them because they feel superior to you. And the minute you start doing well for yourself, they feel inferior and they're threatened by that.
Right. Say, oh, you acting new now, girl. You acting brand new. Yeah. I don't know you no more. You don't know us.
Especially when you're trying to evolve for yourself. And it's like, you've changed. Yeah, you want your friend to change. Why would you want someone to be the same person they were and not better themselves anymore. A friend is supposed to, what was that line? A friend is supposed to enhance your joy, like we're talking about when something good happens for you, and divide your pain. That's what a friend is supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I do too.
Or a book or
I
something.
like that.
Enhance your fun and divide your pain.
Yes.
I like that.
That's a good one. So check your friends.
Mm.
If they ain't doing it.
Right.
Your spouse is the one that you chuck the whole bag on top of. No, just
Yes. Exactly.
The whole point of that, when you said check your friends, I always tell people this as well. Why are you calling that? We throw that word around. So it's one thing like if I just met Lena, 4 days ago and we're hanging out, it's natural. You go, hey, this is my friend Lena. You go, hey, this is the complete stranger that I met 3 days ago, Lena. But people want titles, whether it's friend, boyfriend, best friend. And like I would get people mad at me, like, I'm not your best friend. I'm saying I only have one best friend. I have some great friends, but a best friend is the best friend.
At the top, only one.
Want these titles, they don't want to do what the title entails.
Yes, exactly. That part.
Yep.
With title come responsibilities.
I also feel like, do you guys feel like you have friends for different things? Kind of like you have your best friend, but then you have the friend that you can go to for like really serious things in your relationship, but maybe another friend that you wouldn't truly tell them that stuff because they might have a mouth on them. But then you have another friend that's like, they have the best advice. They're like a little mini there, and they all each, you give them things and they give you things. And that's why it's okay for not everybody to be that best friend because you all do something for each other. There's a reason why you guys are growing together.
Yes. And certain friends that you don't mix together. Certain friends like,
right.
And I'm gonna keep you over here because y'all gonna be oil and water.
Y'all gonna work together.
Friend, your hangout friend.
That one.
He or she's gonna be fun. You don't try to bring the stick in the mud friend until they pressure you enough to take them out.
Yeah. Or you're feeling like a stick in the mud.
Right.
Company.
You go to the movies with Katie and not Lena because she's gonna talk to the screen. So
yes.
And then you got that friend where y'all ain't dating, but you're a little more than friends because it's like break glass in case of horniness. So it's everybody. Sydney Wright says yes. Insecure women can't be true friends with mentally healthy women. Secret hatred. And Lemetria Sproul says, hey. Well, I don't know if that's their voice, but they said, hey.
That's they.
That's they?
That's they.
Oh,
lucky guy. That took Lena away from all of us eligible bachelors.
I know Lena's gay. I love that.
Snatch me up.
Just snatch me up. Hey, you're like best friends.
He run.
You're like best friends with your husband. And that's another thing. I think that's me and my wife, we were friends. Not friends before we married, but when we married, we were friends in the relationship. It wasn't just because you look at other marriages and the things I see, it's like, why don't you not do what you see the bad marriages? We never gave each other ultimatums. We never said, this is what we're doing, and you're doing it. It's like we had discussion like two adults.
Communication is key.
No one was master of the domain. Some people will say, well, you were a beta male for doing that. I had a happy marriage, so you can kiss my ass.
Okay. Happy wife, happy life. Okay.
Yep.
Right. Well, see, people say that.
I knew.
And then flip
The
it.
second you said that, he was going to say something.
Happy freaking husband, too.
Yeah, but flip it. Yeah.
Our first little holiday together was Valentine's Day. She got me the stereotypical a wallet. And I said, okay, we stop this shit right here. Listen, I don't want no brute. I don't want no aftershave. I don't want no tie. I don't want no socks. If you get me crappy, stereotypical married male presents, you're getting an apron. You're getting an iron board. You're getting an iron. So I like technology. I like comics. I like gadgets. Let's do that. And you'll get your diamonds. We're not going to do this thing where the woman gets all the great presents and I get shit. That's what we're not doing.
You sound like my husband. For real.
And my presents after that were phenomenal. And hers were phenomenal too.
But you communicated. That's the thing. You got to communicate.
You don't just go, oh my God, baby, this is so nice. Now you're telling her, hey, this is the standard. This is what you get me.
I'm that way. When my wife asks me, like, what do you want for Christmas or anything? I'm like, pots and some plants. That's what I want. I don't want anything else.
Nope.
And it's
I don't
like,
need
well,
clothes.
what
I
about
don't need
this? I
jewelry.
don't want that. What about I don't want that? I don't need new shoes. I don't need that. What I want is some plants. I need plants for my whole guest bedroom. That's what I want.
And then what does she get you?
Plants.
She listened. Good job.
That's what my friend, my female best friend was so funny. When she was married, she would tell me and her husband the same thing, and I would go get her what she was asking for, and he wouldn't, and he'd get so upset. Well, why did you tell me what you told him? I'm like, she told me the same exact thing. The last one was so funny. It was Thanksgiving, and she was making someone a plate, and she said, babe, can you go in the kitchen and get me some foil? I already knew to go in the kitchen and get the foil. So I go in the kitchen. He grabs a foil off a pot, and I grab the foil box, and he hands her the foil. She goes, what am I supposed to do with this? And I gave her the foil box. She goes, thank you. And he's like, come on. I'm like,
Why didn't you help him out? Be like, nah, man, take this instead.
because I used to, but he don't listen. He's an alpha male, and I'm a beta. So,
Okay. Makes sense.
okay.
Alpha males,
go.
they like to be right. You got to let them be right until they learn.
Even though I'm the MMA guy and the 20 years in the army, and yeah, I'm the beta. Okay, all right.
You know what? Take that title and embrace it.
Yes.
I'd rather be a beta than an alpha.
They underestimate
I
you.
feel like you women also communicate correctly. I always when I used to talk to female friends, I was like, listen, if you go in the living room when they're watching TV and you say, honey, we're out of milk, they're going to turn to you and say, okay, and go back to watching TV. Don't come back in an hour and say, you didn't go to the store to get milk. Just say, honey, can you go to the store and get milk? Why is that so hard?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. We can't read minds. And that's
Right.
the thing. It goes both ways. Like sometimes that's one of those
I get it
things
when
where
I get it.
yeah, I get it when I get it.
You need it right now?
This is also, ladies, why we don't fake orgasms, right?
Wait, what?
What?
It's also why we don't fake orgasms.
Oh, I don't have to. I mean,
If what happens for all the people listening out there, what are you doing when you fake an orgasm?
should I keep taking it?
Yes. I don't.
You are telling your partner, hey, you accomplished the mission. This is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
When
And
you
those
fake
women,
one?
huh?
When you fake one?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, because most guys don't know. Most guys don't know if you're really convincing. And now you've set it in his brain that this is what I need to do. That's what got her there. Yeah. And the whole time for the next year, he's thinking he accomplished mission, and you mad because he's never accomplished mission. Or she.
I mean, that's fair game.
That is.
It's fair.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Faking is not in my definition. It's not in there. You're not gonna fake it.
We're talking about topics. I ain't talking about y'all. We just talking about the masses out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't act like
Being honest. Don't fake it. If you want what you want, be truthful.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead. Say that again, Lena.
I said, don't fake it. If you want what you want, be honest. Like he didn't do it, let him know so he can try better next time.
not better next time.
Maybe if there's a next time.
Maybe. I was like, yay, you get a next time. Oh, maybe.
Maybe depends on how bad you messed up. If you was
And guys out there, if your woman or significant other gets in a position before you put them there, it means you need to switch up your routine. Well, let's switch it up just a little bit when they start getting.
oh, you ready?
Oh, that's great. I mean, you should have known it was going to be trouble with John here.
Right.
Now listen, you see, y'all need to go back and watch the first 4 episodes if y'all think this is new on this show.
Oh, it's not. We talk about it all the time, but it's just funny.
Cuffing season.
From me.
Yeah.
No, episode 1 was so funny because
Cuffing season was funny.
That show, the first episode, Nakisha, one of the original hosts, said, some relationships are really long. I was in a relationship for 7 years, and then Darvinique started talking. She goes, "Yeah, I cheated," and it was like, "Screw." And Darvinique was like, "We've been friends all this time. You ain't never tell me that." Later in the episode, Darvinique said, "Yeah, I used to have all this stuff," and people was like, "Man, you got all this stuff. You're doing good." I boosted everything I had. I stole everything, and I was like, "Wait, I've known Darvinique, and I didn't know that." And Nikisha looked at her. I was like, "What is going on?"
She just sharing.
Get people drunk enough, they might spill some biz.
They weren't even drunk though. That's the good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Keone and Lena.
Yes.
Goes back to communication, and creativity in the bedroom. Just FYI.
Yeah, eat it.
Yes, all of that is true. When she said Keone and Lena, it doesn't mean how
no.
It's funny. Just
Nobody took it that way. Nobody took it that way.
I know, stop messing up my comedy. I don't want to get in no fights.
You won't because Lena say trust her. He knows.
Anybody ever gotten that text? I got it at work when I was in Texas. I got a text. How do you know my wife? I'm like, excuse me?
Yes, I have.
Like, is your wife in the military? Yes, she's Sergeant such and such. I said, well, I'm in the military too. I work for the Dental Corps. She's one of the liaisons that comes to my office. Why does she have your phone number? Because she has to communicate with me. Oh, and by the way, here's a picture of my wife. When you look at it, tell me why I would want yours. Is exactly what I texted.
Boom.
That wasn't to be mean to her. I just wanted to my wife was a Jamaican model, and yours was what yours was. Why would I want yours?
Yeah.
Look at what I got.
Yours was what yours was, but yes.
I had this guy once call me, and it was the wrong number. He was looking for another guy. It wasn't a girl he was looking for. That's why when I answered hello, he was like, wrong number. And it was definitely a Chicago number. Okay. And I lived in Florida at this time. And I'm from Michigan, so not Chicago, but whatever. So he calls me, and then I'm like, okay, wrong number. We hang up. Whatever. It's 2 seconds. Later that night, I get a text from his girl saying, "Who is this?" And then, yeah, and like apparently she got my number, but it was the whole thing. I was like, I don't know who this number is. They accidentally called me, and we figured out it was a mistake. It was a wrong number. She didn't believe that. But I swear to God, that's what it was. And this poor guy, I can't imagine what he went through because he literally was just off. Like my number on the last 4, he was off 1. Okay.
Wow.
And so she even asked me, I said, well, whoever he was calling, he was asking for a guy. So if that makes you feel any better.
But you know what?
Why would that make her feel better?
Well, because
not today, not not
like
today.
When I told her that he dialed the wrong number, she was like, well, who is he looking for? You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know, some guy name. And at the time I could remember the guy's name. I don't anymore. Yes, but I was like, for that. And she was, so it was somebody he knew, but I can't imagine what he went through because it took me a long time to convince her that I did not know. I live in Florida. I do not know your man.
Okay? That man is so much trouble.
But he probably deals with this on a daily basis.
He has to, because for her to call back a wrong number, and if you look at the phone log, we talked for maybe 20 seconds. He ain't having an affair with somebody. They talked for 20 seconds. Right. And then if you go back, you'll see he's never called me before.
But later that day,
it would really be messed up if she saw a picture of you.
I feel like she did. I feel like that's why she was so adamant, because she must have you can Google anybody's number.
Yeah.
And my name pops up. Yeah. So she probably Facebooked me. I'm wondering.
Right to Freedom Girl says, what a wild experience. She got his phone left. Was she rude?
Yes.
You too nice. I would have hung up. I blocked
her eventually. Yeah. I blocked her after, but I also I was nicer at this time too. This was at least some years ago, and I've gotten more. I'm different than that. I am not. I would just be like, call me again, and I would probably threaten back.
I used to feel sorry.
Nice. We just hanging up.
Be sorry for people, but I'm like, but you're still. I was at Walmart.
You still deal with them.
I turned around, and there's this guy. He was 6'6", caramel, chiseled chest, tight shirt on, and then this big tree sloth came up and was like, "You in the wrong line. Why is your dumb ass in this line? I told you to go over here." And I'm just looking like, why are you dating that? Not even because of the looks. But just like the whole attitude,
Right, that part.
two lanes.
How are you being an idiot? Like,
Choose to do with it. So
Yeah.
I just hang up, block, deal with
because
it
looks
yourself.
have nothing to do with it. People, it's all about that personality too. Like if you have a personality of amazingness and gold, like, and you have the baddest person on your side, I get it. You're amazing. You know what I mean? But like when you're acting like a idiot and then at the same time you're making comments about it, you know, then it just feeds into it. But it's like, it's really about like people can be the most beautiful and so ugly.
Right.
Yeah,
True.
I always
Yes.
say that an attitude, your character can take you from beautiful to average looking. It can make an average looking person look better.
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
can make an average looking person look ugly.
It's really not about when you have a personality or like those characteristics, people will look at you and be attracted to you. Like,
Yeah.
I got two things I want to say, one to lady and one to men. Ladies, if you keep accusing a man who's not cheating of cheating, do not be surprised if he ends up cheating, because his mentality after a while is going to be like, well, hell, I'm going to keep getting in trouble for it. Might as well do it.
Have some fun.
And men, if your lady comes to you and says, who's Teresa? You know you ain't never introduced her to no damn Teresa. She already knows. Drop your head and immediately ask for forgiveness. What women hate is not the fact that you cheated, because they know you're not perfect and they know you might sleep up. What they hate is when you insult their intelligence by acting like they don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's what you can't recover from. You can recover, even though someone will cut you off, and I'm not advocating cheating. You can cut off from, you can rebound from an affair. Many people have, and gone on to have a happy relationship. What you can't rebound from is the loss of trust, because you're acting like she's an idiot. When a woman comes to you, she already knows she's just sealing the deal.
Yep.
And another thing, guys, the difference between guys and women. Guys break up with women sporadically, emotionally, they cut it off. When a woman breaks up with you, that relationship was over months ago. She gets all her ducks in a row, and then she cuts your ass off. That's why you be around moping. Oh, I thought it was cool.
With a glow up. Okay.
She's over there with a new boo on her arm, a different
new
job.
house, a new car, a new dog.
Okay.
Don't play.
Yes. Stop
Don't play.
How wrong am I with that assessment? I just want to know.
No, that's
wrong.
Spot on.
Yeah. Very accurate.
Have no objection.
Glass of Hennessy and Coke, though. Tell you that.
Oh,
Okay.
I finally finished it.
Coke.
Oh no, I didn't. But
Lena, this is Hennessy and Coke. Somebody about to get something when all my shows are over.
Hey. No.
Pineapple is all I'm gonna say.
Uh-oh. Wait. Hold on. I missed hold on. I missed some things in the chat. Right to Freedom says, Katie, definitely she does that daily, talking about the woman who called you and was rude. She also says, nah, Keone, men line things up too. Usually they are seeing someone. Yeah, but when men line things up, it's so noticeable. If you're
It is so noticeable.
Yeah, it is so. They're not the most convert. You're talking to a guy who's been married to a woman, was married to a woman for 12 years, but also date guys. And I always say this, when women go, guys are stupid, I always go, yeah, I know from personal experience. It's so noticeable when most of them do it. You have your suave people who maneuver, but there's so many signs when a guy is doing it. Women know how to do that shit like ninjas.
Down low.
Freaking service, you know. But you're right, Freedom Girl. Men do that too. But I'm just saying, a lot of men, it's so noticeable because they start moving funny. Women will move the same exact way.
Never miss a beat.
Don't know that shit is happening till it's in your face.
Yep.
You know, it's in your face. They will text you the same amount of times. They always text you. A guy, the text starts slowing down. Like all these indicators start popping up. That's my. She says like ninjas. Yeah, that's right. You're funny. Hey, they'll do it. 1 minute they here. In 1 minute, when they answer that question real fast, oh, you can get the fuck out of my house. Okay, bye. Oh, wait.
They gone. Gone with the wind.
Why was your shit packed already? How did you just walk back to the bedroom and come out with 9 suitcases?
You're gonna help me load the car.
You're gonna help me load the car.
Hey, what Kevin Hart say? It's hard for a man to storm out mad with a baby bag on his Hey, women, you said that was so funny. It was like women will use your kids against you. Look at you. You get mad at her, and you're like, well, I'm leaving. Daddy, can I go with you? No. Look at your sorry ass. Can't even take your son with you. Oh my God. You're like, why was you? Yeah, that's right. Why was your shit packed already? Don't do gas. Shit packed.
Ready to go.
Didn't you look in the closet? There was 9 suitcases packed.
Already packed.
She
Yeah.
left.
pay attention.
Guys, we be leaving stuff we need. She left all the shit she don't need no more. But
You don't want for you to pack.
Foods are gone, but the pots are still there.
Okay.
Yep.
No, you ain't getting no pots.
I know. I would take the pot. What?
You ain't getting no pot. You get a cut, a plate, a
Denise
fork.
said, I just got them for Christmas.
Yeah. Right.
My new man will get me dishes. It's fine.
You getting the 50-cent plates and 50-cent cups I got from Walmart that I usually use when kids come over.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know the only thing. This is the only thing I do not like that. You ladies wouldn't do that. I'm talking about like some of the women who get toxic, or not even fair to that. Some women who get that way because the guy has made them that way. When you start destroying personal stuff, right?
I can't stand when
Like,
people
if you're mad at me, don't
No.
go and knock down all my shit over here. Like,
No.
what? Or you go break his trophies that he won in high school. Like, what are you?
That's petty.
Like,
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Too much. Just leave. Take
Yeah.
what you gonna take and leave. Don't tear nobody's stuff up.
Right,
That's
your babies don't need you in jail, mama.
Mhm.
Now wait.
What's up?
It depends on what they did.
Oh yeah.
Still,
What could they have done?
No, their stuff not gonna be towed up. They gonna be towed up.
oh, I ain't talking about that. Tear that ass.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say it depends on what they did, but
One of the
yeah, I
things-
ain't gonna mess with their stuff. Their stuff ain't do nothing
One
to
of
me.
the things I hate to see, like,
I agree. They might be.
it wouldn't be you two, but I'm just using you as an example. Sydney's dating someone. He's cheating on her with Lena. Lena finds out, and now y'all two in the middle of the street fighting, and he just sitting there. That's
Oh.
the thing I hate to see. I hate
You won't
Me
catch them
too.
fighting up no man.
My
No,
question is,
exactly.
did you know about me?
who.
Lena, did she know about the wife?
Now, if she did,
That's that. Yeah,
No,
you might have to catch these
I-
hands.
if she
All that does is show the type of person that she is, but
Yeah.
still, when all
I'm
this
not
said
gonna
and
fight
done,
her.
she doesn't owe anything to the
No.
wife, and
That's true. That's true. And I would not fight anybody for that. At that point, I'm just leaving both of y'all to go be
Right.
together. Be happy.
Exactly.
I give 0 fucks at that point.
Exactly.
Well,
What if he left you with a little present?
Like what?
Oh, you talking
Mm,
about like the one where you gotta
Mm.
get a shot,
mm.
or the ones that won't go away?
Well, any of them.
You talking about like
Like an STI or STD or whatever?
like the herpes? Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna knock your ass out.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. She might have to catch
You're
these
gonna need
hands.
a hospital visit. Yes, you're gonna need a hospital visit. But her,
Yes.
well, did she get it from her? And no, I still wouldn't touch her. Like,
I don't care where you got it from. I got it now.
Lena, don't fight them. Do what people are doing now these days. People are suing people.
oh, I would
Knowing
I'll
you
take
give
your
them
money.
piss out of them.
things that can't go away.
hmm
Mm.
I might come.
I won't
for
have
her.
to worry about that, but I'll pass it on to the next one.
If Mistress Nancy had the STD, gave it to your man, who then gave it to you, I would come for both of them legally.
Well, see, that's why they got the
I'm getting 2
STD.
paychecks.
Everybody trying to come for everybody.
I'm getting 2 paychecks. Okay, don't play me. If you leave me with a present on my private,
Cindy, you missed that joke.
no, what? Say it.
You said if I got it from the such and such and such and such, I'm gonna come for you. And I said, well, that's why everybody got it in the first place.
Oh God!
Everybody.
I try to come. Okay.
Katie was like,
Katie's like, this is so appalling.
wait, but it was a
Yeah.
damn good joke. Hey, so before we end, let's talk about some things you look forward to talking about in 2023. And Right to Freedom, please leave in the regular comment section some topics you would love us to talk about.
Yes.
Make sure we always ask people to leave us things they would like the ladies to talk about. And hopefully you'll watch it so you can see the rest of the crew. I won't be on here talking so much because I'll be behind the scenes. But what's some things you're looking forward to talking to in 2023? Talking about in 2023?
Well, I know we kept saying we want to talk about some more serious things. So some more serious topics and things going on with the world. I'm not sure what. There's a lot. But yeah.
Because there's some things going right with the world in there too.
Yes, definitely. Because I feel like the negative is always pointed on. Like it can be serious but positive. Yeah.
There's so much more positive stuff on the internet, negative, but the negative stuff speaks louder. You know? I've started consciously because the algorithm feeds you what you watch, right? If you're gonna watch Waffle House fights at 2 a.m., you're gonna get more Waffle House fights at 2 a.m.
Wow.
So,
why did I just see a video like that? That's why I'm laughing. Like, that's great.
Did you watch it from start to finish? Because if you did, you're gonna see more.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I watch shopping stuff, so that I see shopping stuff. That's me. Crafts, shopping.
Ooh.
Freedom Girls got good topics.
Worth it.
I can definitely answer that one for you.
Should you share a bank account with your husband, partner? Oh,
that's a good one.
But I'm going to tell you, me and my wife did the smartest thing. We didn't have one financial argument in the 12 years. I had a bank account. She had a bank account. And we had a joint bank account.
Yeah.
The joint bank account handled all bills, all issues, all visits, hospital, whatever. And then with your personal bank account, you can do whatever. So if she bought some expensive ass shoes, I couldn't say shit because she spent her money. If I had a purple elephant, she couldn't say nothing.
Where we gonna put it?
My money.
Right.
I'm gonna take my money and build a house for it in the backyard. So but that joint account, that's where having all your eggs in one basket.
I don't know. Jason and I have 4 accounts. They're all joint, and we never argue about money ever.
Well, you're also white, so.
What?
We've done it both ways, but either way, we don't argue about money because it's what's his is mine, what's mine is his.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do. I mean, we share a bank account. We only share that bank account and the savings account. And I mean, we don't. I manage the money, and my wife knows it. And sorry, my mom texted me at that time I said that. And so she did. I'm looking at it, popped up on my screen. So my wife, she kind of is like, oh, where are we at? And she'll be like, I want to go shopping a little bit. I'm like, we're good. Or I'll be like, okay, well, just be careful. You know what I mean? On here, because we got this big bill to pay or something. We kind of just communicate about it, but we buy what we need. We talk about big purchases, and anything under $50 we can kind of do on our own.
Look, right.
Right, don't pay him no mind.
I've been dealing with him for a long time. Nothing he says phases me.
You married a black man named Blackman. You just double dipping.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I didn't even put that together. Like your last name Blackman.
You married a black man.
You married a black man and became a black man.
And I talk about this all the time, trying to come up with a hashtag for the wedding.
And look, it's so funny. She called me and she's like, hey, I'm getting married. And I was like, all right. She's going to get married to Jason. I was like, all right, you're coming. I said, well, I got excited. And then I remembered who you were getting married to.
What's that song where he goes, the black man? He says that. There's a song where he says black man in it. And so I'm like, you should have played that song.
Yeah. Yeah, you should do that.
Now I'm going to look it up.
Last comment, Cindy, I agree. The one who manages money the best should manage the budget, although both have access to view and withdraw. I don't know about the both withdrawn part. No, I'm just kidding. Both have, I think I don't care how much in love you are. I made my wife get her own account. She wanted to only have I said, you need to have your own account. I see too many times where a divorce happens and the guy's got a new house, got a new girlfriend, and you're trying to figure out what to do because you ain't got no money. until settlements happen and the divorce is final and all that. So you need to have, even though I knew I wasn't going to do wrong by my wife, I'm like, but still, honey, you got to be set up.
Right.
You got to be set up. So I always encourage, to have something. But again, great show for 2022, ending the last show of the year. You are all phenomenal. Thanks, Katie, for dropping by. Katie, you don't have to go on sports, so it's your last hurrah for the day. I don't have to bother you. Make sure that husband gets on the show in 20 minutes.
I'm gonna have to go wake him up.
Yep. What the F Sports, everybody. 10:30 Eastern. Coming on in about 19 minutes. We got a lot of guests. DeAndre Presley, former Chargers, Dolphin, and Carolina Panther will be on the show. On with Lazy Boy, Mauricia, who's going to be our new female co-host of the sports show, because I've been looking for a female to be on this sports show. So, you guys know me. I love representation. You all have a great new year, and the ladies are going to wish you all a great new year as well.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Thank you guys for having me.
You're always welcome.
Please come back.
Thank you for working severely underpaid.